What is going on, you guys? This is Eric Hits for the win, and let's go ahead and talk about Demon's Souls. This is going to be my first impressions. Listen, Demon's Souls is absolutely beautiful. Looks beautiful. It plays beautiful for the most part. I've had a couple hiccups when it comes to like freezing in my gameplay, where the frames just went to 0. This happened 2 times so far. One was at least 5 seconds, which I will probably show on the video. I've already posted it to Twitter. I sent it to Bluepoint. Hopefully they'll see it, and I'm sure they're aware of their issues, and hopefully a patch will come. Other than these 2 freezes and an audio bug, which I experienced during the first parts of the game where the dragon comes through, it would blow down some fire, and there was a couple times where I just couldn't hear it. There was just no sound. Those 2 issues are really the only performance issues that I've had in the game. Hopefully it'll get patched. We need those fixed. But other than those things, it's been pretty flawless, and the game, gosh, it's so beautiful to look at. I'm playing on performance mode, and I did switch to cinematic mode for like a good 15 seconds, and then I was right back to performance mode. The graphical differences, in my opinion, were very minimal. I didn't think it was worth it to go from 60 frames to 30, because on 60 frames for performance mode, the game is absolutely gorgeous. So I didn't really feel the need of a bump in resolution or that it was missing something visually. Demon's Souls, when it comes to its lighting, shadows, and just overall visuals, is breathtaking, stunning even. I've been playing enough now to where I'm kind of not thinking about it anymore because I'm just focused on the game. But for a good 2-3 hours, I was just stunned at what I was looking at. It's beautiful, and it doesn't go away. I'm not saying it does. It's just that I'm so focused on not dying right now that it's not the first thing on my mind. But it's definitely a looker, and probably one of the best looking games I've ever seen. If you want to showcase the PS5 to somebody, this is definitely a game to do so. The gameplay itself, all right, let me talk about it a little bit. If you had any experience with Souls games, Demon's Souls, if you played the OG, I'm sure I'm not going to be saying anything new here. From what I know, because I did not play the OG, I've seen footage of it. I've seen some boss fights and stuff due to, you know, Souls-like videos and the trailers and state of play leading up to the launch of the remake. But other than that, I'm pretty much blind going in. But as far as I know, these enemies and bosses have the same type of movements, same patterns. They act the same for the most part, and there's not really any drastic differences in that. There's been some differences as far as like how they sound and certain music not being at the right moments like the OG. I've seen a lot of complaints. I've seen a lot of tweets and threads of people saying, this ain't the same. He doesn't laugh the same. I'm never buying this game. Good, don't buy it. I'm enjoying it. I did not play the OG, so I can't really tell you like what's completely different or not. But I'm enjoying what I'm experiencing so far. Like I said, the graphics are drop dead gorgeous. Gameplay, I mean, it's a Souls game. It's kicking my butt in some areas, but other areas, you know, I'm kind of breezing through. It just depends on what these enemies are doing and where they're positioned and what kind of position I'm in, leveled up and all of that. So I've just been kind of farming a little bit, kind of grinding and just feeling this game out. Man, there's some really cool things that happen with the haptic feedback that I want to talk about. This new DualSense controller. You could definitely feel some things in this game. For example, when you have a fireball, you cast the fireball, or a fireball is being thrown to you, you can feel it in the controller depending on what side it's on. If you block with your shield, you can feel that rumble in the controller. The sounds that come out of it are pretty cool. Like when you collect souls, for example, when you step over some glass or some wood that breaks apart, you can hear that, you can feel that. I'm really glad that they're utilizing this haptic feedback for Demon's Souls. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. considering it's just a Souls game. You know, I wasn't really, I guess, using my imagination to think about what it would do. But they've actually made it a game changer, and not just for this game, but you know, I've been playing Astrobot. I'm hearing on Miles it does the same. Freaking 2K, Call of Duty, like the haptic feedback is being used a lot, which is really good. It's a good sign, and I hope it continues. But for this game alone, I mean, it's definitely there. You can turn it off if you'd like. I was in the options checking those out, and you can do that. There's also a vivid mode for the graphics, which can like brighten things up. I have not used that yet, but I'm hearing that's pretty good. There's different settings that you can do here. Of course, you have that performance versus the cinematic mode, which I talked about earlier. I would leave it on performance, but that's just me. Uh, it's a Souls game, so I want all the frames. And speaking of the frames and it being a Souls game, man, hitting those backstabs are so satisfying. And the controller helps with it because you can hear that crackle of that spine and crackle of getting that backstab into those enemies, and then you drop them to the ground and the parries and all of that. It's so satisfying. So satisfying. And just experiencing that with these graphics and the 60 frames and the controller doing its thing, it feels like a next gen Souls. I'm enjoying it very much. I've been going back on the same areas and kind of looping through and exploring and finding new things that I didn't before. It's been awesome. It's to the point too where, and the graphics have a lot to do with this, the lighting, the darkness that comes through. I sometimes find myself just peeking around corners. Like I'm expecting something to just pop out and scare me. I've had those moments already, and I love that. These graphics and this experience, this atmosphere, is something that I've dreamed of since I was a kid. I didn't know it at the time. Like I couldn't put it into words, but I always wanted graphics to look amazing and the atmosphere to just be like it's almost real, you know, and you're really immersed. And this game is definitely doing that for me. I love the atmosphere. I love the graphics. It really is like my kid self's dream come true. Like just seeing a game look this way and play this way, it really feels like a next gen experience. So I am completely happy, even though I'm getting my butt kicked on some of these areas. I don't know what the hell I'm doing sometimes, but I'm just going through it, checking it out, seeing what I could do, and learning along the way. I've been using some magic. I'm not really that type of player, but I've been doing it in this game. I've been farming a little bit, which is not really like me. I'm doing different things here, and I'm enjoying it. I am a knight. I always go knight. That's how I am. But other than that, I've been kind of experimenting with the items. I've been really, looking closely at these items, seeing what they do. I've been using fire on my sword, stuff like that. It's been really, really fun to just experiment and kind of see what this game has to offer for the items and everything that I could use to my advantage. I'm very open-minded with this one. When I played like Dark Souls in the past and even, Bloodborne, I kind of found my one weapon and just kind of just used it the whole time and didn't really experiment too much unless it was like maybe DLC or something. Or like a New Game Plus where it's like, okay, I beat the game already. Now let's try this other, build. Let's do something different. Let's experiment. That's usually what I would do. Usually the first playthrough, I would play it safe. Same weapon, same stuff, same knight, which I do have now again. And I would just level up health, strength, and stamina. That was it. Like that was kind of like my basic playthroughs. And I was happy with that. That's how I like to play it. But now with Demon's Souls, I'm actually doing different things. I'm using magic. I'm using, my fire sword. I'm looking at other weapons and deciding which ones I want to keep and what I want to use, and using the bow and arrow. I'm doing different things with Demon's Souls, and I'm really enjoying it that way. And it just feels right for this game. I feel like it kind of forces me in a way. I feel inclined due to what is happening around me. And I like that. I think that's great. So yeah, it's been an awesome experience. These are just first impressions. I'm early. I'm under 10 hours. I want to say I'm between 7 and 10 hours because I have no idea. I have not been tracking at all. But it's been a good time and refreshing to have my butt kicked. I gotta say, let me know what you guys think about Demon Souls in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm sure I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff, but it's a first impressions, so I can get away with it, all right? I'm hoping to do a review in the future once I beat it. If I beat it, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Nah, we're gonna do it, right? Right? Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace.